An awesome good morning, my dear students. How are you all? Fine? Great. Dear students, as per schedule, your science class is there. So, in last class, we had started chapter number 13, matter. Half chapter approximate, we have read it out and I have explained you. Remaining chapter, we will be covering today only. So what I had told you about matter, what is matter, how many states are there of the matter, and what is matter made of, elements, compounds, and how matter changes, chemical reactions. I have given the example burning of coal, respiration, photosynthesis process. Now next is change of state. You know that matter can change from one state to another when it is heated or cooled. Are such changes chemical changes? No, because new substances are not formed when matter changes its state. Chemical changes are those changes when two or more atoms, or you can say objects, join together and they will form a new substance. Let us consider one example. When water changes into ice, when it is refrigerated, when it is cooled. But ice is just a form of water, no? The difference is water is in liquid form and ice is in solid form. It is not a new substance. Again, it will change back to water when it becomes warm. When it is kept out of fridge, refrigerator at the room temperature, again it will be converted into water. So besides both ice and water, they are made up of molecules that contain one atom of oxygen and two atoms of hydrogen. So freezing and melting, they are not chemical changes because no new substances are formed during these changes. Next is states of matter. States of matter. If the molecules of a substance do not change with the change in state, why does the substance behave differently? Why do ice and water behave differently? For example, matter behaves differently in its three states because molecules are packed in solid form, liquid form and gas form. In solid, ice, molecules or atoms, they are packed very tight. They also attract each other very hard. So they cannot move around much. This makes solid hard, like a carton packed tight with books. This is also the reason why solids cannot be compressed into a smaller space or made to change their shape. In other words, that is why solids have a fixed volume and a fixed shape. Because it cannot be compressed, it is hard. Right? They cannot move around much. This makes solid hard. In liquids, molecules are packed more loosely than in solids. Besides, they do not attract each other as hard as do the molecules of solids. So they move about freely and slip over each other. This is why liquids can flow or change their shape. But they cannot break the hold of other molecules and escape together. That is why liquids have a fixed volume. Now gases, molecules of gases, they attract each other very weakly. So they hardly have any hold over each other. They can move about just as they please. So this is why they don't have a fixed volume or a fixed shape. And molecules move about and fill up any space that is available there. So here states of matter, how solid, liquid and gas, they are attached, or they are basically how they are packed. Solids are packed very tightly. They also attract each other very hard. They cannot move around much. They have a fixed volume and fixed shape. Liquid, they are packed more loosely than in solids. They move about more freely and slip over each other. This is why liquids can flow and change their shape. And gases, they attract each other very weakly. So they hardly have any hold over each other. They can move about just as they please. That is why gases do not have a fixed volume or a fixed shape. So dear students, read this chapter carefully and try to solve back exercise. Right? Thank you. God bless you.